Welcome to the Quadcast episode number 1. And this is going to be something special. I'm here with my little brother Hunter. Hunter, what's good? And my little brother Jake. Jake, tell me about yourself.
I can't hear you.
All right. And Rich, not my little brother. What's good?
Going on, man.
And the Quadcast was born. Richard and I birthed something about 10, 12 years ago known as the Crod. And I referred to our group of friends as the crew. Richard referred to them as the squad. And we figured, why don't we just make a compromise? And we created something beautiful. The Quadcast all centered around this idea of the number 12. And part of that was we birthed, now in its 11th year. Next year is the 12th year of the 12 League. But the 12 League, our fantasy football league. And so what we're going to do over the next couple of weeks, we're just going to see what's going on in the fantasy football world, see who is making an embarrassment of themselves and who's not. And this is a Dynasty league, and we just had our rookie draft. And so, Jake, I just want to ask you, who do you think won our draft?
Put your hand down.
I didn't do that bad.
I might have kept myself afloat.
I know. That's pretty nice, right?
I can't
Gotta
believe
be
you
me.
just immediately say yourself.
I was waiting for it.
Realistically, honestly, if we're talking about trades and everything involved,
You can't count Jameson Williams as part of your draft. That's not how that works.
Alex probably wins the draft this year. I mean,
Let's
trading
go.
up to 101 shouldn't
No.
really be possible.
Let's
Oh.
go. Thank you, Richard. Richard gave me 101. I gave him Tyreek Hill, T. Higgins, and 110. I'm now
Look, there's a few
an Ashton Genty
weird
believer.
drafts.
Who are the best
Good
picks,
one.
Hunter? Just name them.
I feel like Cam had one of the best drafts.
You can't just say that. Nobody here knows who the hell Cam is. You got to just
He's
say
part
what
of the
he picked.
league. That counts.
Who did he
Just know
pick?
That's part of the league. Travis Hunter, Igbuka,
Okay.
Trey Harris, Cam Ward, and Dylan Sampson, who has a really good chance of being the starting running back for the Browns.
Cam got all of them?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of insane.
See, and the only reason I traded the one-on-one, right? I could draft Ashton Genty.
Uh-huh.
I want to win this year. The team that I had before I had Tyreek and T.
T.
Higgins, I just didn't feel like we had a guy that could get us over the hump any given week. Now with Tyreek,
How would you feel if I told
know,
you started with Saquon?
Then I,
Yeah, the
you know,
team that you had
The team
started
you
with
have now
Saquon back
started
in the day.
as one of the best teams in the league.
and who was running this before I took it?
His name was Andrew.
No shit.
Yeah, I don't think you know him.
No. But yeah, man, the team that I came into, I just didn't feel like there was nobody on here that gives you kind of like, oh, I can rely on him if I'm down 30 this week, you know. Now I got two of those guys, really three if you count Josh Jacobs just on volume and touchdowns. But we'll see what happens with the Packers. I don't know.
So here's what
they're
I'm hearing.
doing.
You felt like the Pete Carroll of the 12 League, and you were going to go to the Raiders, but you weren't going to inherit that team and ride it out, man. You're not here to
Nah.
rebuild.
No.
No, man. We're going for it.
And then I drafted a rookie tight end. He was drafted top
Colson
10.
Loveland.
These last
Great
few
pick.
years, we got Sam Laporta, guys like Sam Laporta. We got guys like Brock Bowers. I'm not saying he's going to be as good as they were their rookie years, but he's got
I'm saying he's
opportunity.
going to be better.
He could be
Drafted higher.
But Cole Kmet, I know there's been some talk in camp about him dealing with some injury, so maybe there's a more opportunity for Colson Loveland to come week one. And if he kind of shows he could take that spot, maybe Cole Kmet becomes an extended lineman and he gets more work. You know what I mean? So there was a vision. So hopefully I get one this year, or else I don't think it's worth it because Tyreek, after this year, I don't think he's going to be much of anything for real. But
Yeah.
we'll see, bro. We'll see.
So I got just a couple questions. I just want to set us up. We'll find more out the more the year goes on. But we kind of know what our teams are looking like. Jake, I want you to share with me who's on your team And then I want you to just share a little bit of why you think your team is going to be a top 4 team in this league.
Dak Prescott.
All right, so I'll read from top to bottom. So right now on my starters, I've got Kyler Murray, Breece Hall, DeAndre Swift,
Okay.
Malik Neighbors, Zay Flowers, T.J. Hawkinson, Jamison Williams, Jacoby Myers, and then who cares about the kicker and defense, right? So
Okay.
on my bench, I've got Dak Prescott, Roshan, Tyrone Tracy, Jalen Warren, Kyle Monaghy, Amari Cooper, Darnell Mooney, John Mechie, Demario Douglas, and Jake Ferguson.
This feels like who he played for with Charles Barkley, what Jake is talking about on his bench. Who was that one dude? Kyle Monostat? What was his name?
Monaghy,
Monaghy.
that's the rookie running back for the Bears this year.
Jacob likes
So
to
you-
draft every
You
single
have
running back.
every Bears running back,
I have every Bears running back.
and you also have every
Hold on.
Giants running back.
Yeah, he also has
No,
Singletary,
I do
so
not.
he has
I don't have
three of the
Singletary.
Giants. Did you cut him?
I did.
But you have Scatterboo
You
and
would've had
Tyrone
all
Tracy.
Scatterboo's on my taxi squad, yeah. And then I got Brandon Ayuk sitting on the IR.
And so tell me why your team is going to finish top 4 or higher. Where do you think your team's going to finish?
It's not, but
So obviously Breece is going to have a bounce back year.
Okay.
Breece is going to be a top 5 back this year.
All right.
I mean, he's got everything talent-wise. He's got the receiving talent. He breaks big runs like it's nothing. But honestly, I just know my team's going to finish over Hunter's.
I've been in the championship twice and won it in the
Where were you
4
before
years.
that? Where were you before that?
You've also been a lottery pick. How did you think you got Kenneth Walker's pick that you traded? Like,
So Hunter, I'll never forget.
I love
he
the
hasn't
silence
reached
here.
yet. He
I love
hasn't
the
reached
silence
yet.
I'm not recalling that.
Hunter took what do you say? How do you say his last name? Arroyo, Elijah Arroyo. I was coming on the app to get him, bro. I was like driving to work or something, and I get on here and it says Elijah Arroyo. I'm like, damn it, because I'm thin at tight end right now, bro. Very. And if Coastal 11 doesn't work out, I'll be looking at some shit. So.
And so I have one last question for the group. This is just a little preview episode. We're going to spend every week, we're going to come on here and we're going to dialogue what happened in the 12 league, why Jake's team is 0-5, but they're still going to make the playoffs. I can't wait for that episode.
Why Dak Prescott's better than Justin Herbert? Let's wait
Jake,
for that.
what the hell is that? Is that a weapon? Oh! I also have a drink.
Hey,
That was such a good pop noise.
That
Right?
was such a good noise. But I have, for each of you guys, I'll start. I want you to tell me the one player on your team that's going to surprise everyone this year in fantasy, and the one guy you're right about, essentially. Who's the one guy on your team? For me, this year, the reason that I'm going to win the league is because, I don't know if you ever heard this take before, this is the year.
Kyle Pitts. Yeah.
This is the year.
yeah.
Oh, it's been
Kyle
5
Pitts, bro,
years.
it's just been loading.
He's
It's
only
been
24.
loading every year. Right, he's only however old he is, bro. I've already done this thrice, but this is the year.
Age doesn't
And-
matter when you've been in the league for 4 years.
You mean the
Well,
Kyle
let's chill.
Pitts that in
Let's chill on the age
2022?
doesn't matter stuff.
The Kyle
Let's chill
Pitts
on
that
the
in
age doesn't matter
2022
stuff.
you sent Nick Chubb, Dallas
Okay,
Goedert,
I'm
and first
talking about
for?
football. I don't know what you're going for.
I did trade the third overall pick and Nick Chubb
And Dallas Goedert.
and Dallas Goedert for Kyle Pitts. But I ended up winning the
DJ
league.
Moore was part of it, I thought.
Yeah, he
No,
got
you
DJ
got
Moore back,
DJ
but
Moore.
then
I also
he
got
flipped
DJ
DJ Moore out.
Yeah, you
so.
only won that trade because you got DJ Moore, who at the time was not that great because who was his quarterback in Carolina at the
So
time?
let's just go through this, though. So Kyle Pitts has had a washed quarterback every year of his career until right now. Now he's got Michael Penix, the man himself, Mr. Do-Rag. You're never going to see him without his do-rag on. He's special.
I don't
He's
think
going to
that's
end up
true.
throwing for 35 touchdowns this year. He's a lefty. It's Michael Vick all over again in Atlanta. And Kyle Pitts,
Let's hope so.
1,200 yards, 12 touchdowns, tight end 1. This is the year. Here it comes. I'm going to win the league because Kyle Pitts, after years of breaking my heart and getting made fun of for believing in him every year, this is the year where it happens. And if it doesn't, I still have Mark Andrews, so it doesn't even matter. Hunter, who's the player that's going to bring you to fantasy stardom this year?
I'm between two. But this is also another one of your guys, Alex. Javante.
Okay, go ahead.
Cowboys starter.
Javante.
Cowboys starter. Bounce
How
back.
bad is your team?
Javante's on the bench.
He should be.
Yeah. But
Man,
he's now the starter for the Cowboys. I think he's going to have a bounce back year to what his rookie year was looking like before he got hurt.
Just like Damian Pierce did, right?
Yeah. Or who was the one before him? James Robinson.
You know,
Javante is forever.
you don't need to do this.
I'll hate him forever, bro. Last year, I made a trade. I can't remember exactly who, but I needed running back depth, and I wanted to get. I was trading for CD Lamb. I got CD Lamb and Javante, but I needed that second RB behind Bijan, and Javante. I started him for like 4 weeks, bro. He was giving me dud after dud. I traded him. The man drops 24 points the next game.
But
Like,
that
bro,
was just the Sean Payton offense.
maybe,
like 10
bro.
years ago.
But
One of the first years of the 12 league. This might be the first or the second year of the 12 league. Nathan, who will be on here, our other brother, drafted. He had Deshaun Jackson on his team. Every week he started Deshaun Jackson, he got like 8 points. He bench him, he get like 25 points. Without fail. It was the funniest thing that's ever happened. And that's just fantasy in a nutshell. The second that you give up on a guy is the week he has 25.
And I'm telling you, bro, that happened to me with. I just knew last year wasn't my year because I traded about not half. It was like first 3 games I traded Dalton Kincaid to get Mark Andrews. Next 2 games he drops duds. Next game I bench him, he gets like 16. I start him again, he does. I bench him again, he gets like 30. Darnell Mooney, I got Darnell. I got him off waivers. I started him 1 game, nothing. In that game where he popped off for 30 points, bro, 30 points, he's on my bench, and I lost by like 25. I'm like, bro, it was just wasn't my year, bro.
Happens to the best of us, brother. It happens to Hunter more than it happens to any of us. Jake, who's the player that's going to prove you right in fantasy football this year and bring you to fantasy football stardom within the 12 league?
I think, as always, for the past 3 or 4 years, it's going to be Dak Prescott.
No, it's not. He's on your bench again.
He starts on my bench every year and makes his way back to my starting team. And then back to my
you gotta
bench.
take one of your bench players that
Give
goes
me your Dak Prescott spiel. How good is he?
When Dak's healthy, he's top 10, maybe top 5.
You said no. You said top 4 in talent.
about to say,
you said top.
He's just as talented as anybody else in the league. He just can't stay healthy.
That's just not true.
I think there's probably
For
3 guys
fantasy,
in the
though?
league that he doesn't have the
Most
same match with.
6.
I think all you've got that he can't match talent-wise right now is Mahomes, Lamar, and Josh Allen. When he's
Burrow.
playing at his best.
Burrow.
Hunter, what's Burrow done over the past couple years?
What has Dak done?
5,000 yards.
What is no? We don't even know. Don't talk about Burrow's stats. What has
One of
Dak
the
done?
greatest offensive seasons I've ever seen. That's
Hey,
the only
but-
thing Joe Burrow's
but-
He made it to a Super Bowl. Also,
When you look at Dak in fantasy, though, when you watch how he plays, he will give you top 5 numbers when he's healthy.
He's got his own little Jamar.
he didn't even
and,
bring
T.
up
Higgins
Herbert,
snack
which is
right
the
now,
biggest
too.
argument he has all the
He kind
time.
of does, Rich. You're right about this. He does finally have 2 good wide receivers.
Yeah, I'm a big
He's got
George
his
Pickens
wide
fan.
receiver too.
I love George Pickens.
He had Amari Cooper and CeeDee though. That was,
You're right. He did also have those 2 guys. But this time it's different. Hunter. This is the year.
Hey.
Dak Prescott is Jake's answer. Honestly, I knew it was going to be Dak Prescott, and I'm even more disappointed that it actually was Dak Prescott. Rich, who's your player on the 12 league that's going to shock the world and bring you to fantasy superstardom?
You know, I'll name my one player, but I also have his quarterback. So
Okay.
I kind of have the stat. I think this year, this last year of Romeo Dobbs' contract, I think Jaden Reed is their guy. That's the guy I'm picking is Jaden Reed.
Jaden Reed.
Because I think he finally gets the volume. I think he's had the talent. I think he finally gets the volume. Christian Watson's gone. You got guys like Dontavian Wicks.
Jake thought Christian Watson's gonna be the next Tyreek.
He held on
that man- that man
years
burned me.
after his rookie year.
If he wasn't so injury prone, bro, Christian Watson was the guy. He would have been, one of my targets. You know what I mean? But it just this is how the this is just how it ended up. But I think Jaden Reed finally gets the volume. I think he's going to be their wide receiver one. I know they talked a lot last year about they don't really have one. They never really have had one, especially not in the stat sheet. You see guys, it's just whose game is it this time? And that was Christian Watson for a long time. He was the guy that's shown the most consistency in the wide receiver room. But I think Jaden Reed kind of steps into that spot. I also think Jordan Love kind of takes a step up. They have a great running game. I also have Josh Jacobs, but he's a pure volume guy. I don't think he's not like a breakaway. He's not gonna give you like a Jahmyr Gibbs running for 60+ yard touchdowns and stuff. But he's gonna give you probably at least 8 goal line touchdowns next year, and whatever he can break off.
He's kind of joysticky too, though. Like he is quick with the ball in his hands.
If this was Raiders Josh Jacobs, then yeah.
I was talking about Jaden Reed more than Josh.
Jaden
Jacobs.
Reed. Okay, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Jaden Reed. And I just like when you're watching the game and the kind of plays that Jaden Reed is getting. He's also on my team, so there's a little bit of bias, but I just like
absolutely not
what I saw from what the Packers went to do. You got what's their coach's name? LaFleur.
Matt LaFleur.
You look at the running backs. He's always kind of done it like a committee thing. I was about to say Jamar Gibbs. What the hell? Josh Jacobs is going to get the majority of the work, but then you got a guy, if he's healthy, like Marshawn Lloyd, who could they can kind of become more committee. I could see it happening. But the pass game, Green Bay's always leaned on their pass game to win the games. So that's what I'm hoping for. And I just hope that Jordan Love and Jaden Reed stack becomes one of those, like Dak and CD, or
don't feed into his Dak stuff.
Yep.
or
Don't
Burrow and. But that's been one of my.
What has Joe Burrow done? Am I right?
Craziest thing you could have said when Dak is done.
Hey, that's all Jamar though. Burrow doesn't do any of that.
Burrow has made it to a Super Bowl.
Crazy stat though. I learned this from. I ain't gonna say no names because this is low-key competition now. But one of the podcasts that I watch, the podcast. You already know the podcast. But as far
Joe
as
Rogan?
like from a
Non-fantasy football guy, yeah.
Yep.
from a points per game perspective, Dak and CD are just as good as Burrow and Chase. From purely points.
Why
per
are we
game,
doing this, Rich?
I'm
think
just
CD
saying
could be,
because
yeah.
I'm a Dak guy too, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a Dak guy too.
You just can't give up. That's the thing. I mean, just 2 years ago he was quarterback 3.
Okay, here we go. Here's
Bro,
the thing. I
got a
love Dak
taste of
in
that.
college.
League winning.
Jacob has
league
ruined
winning stat.
everything that we could have liked about Dak. I didn't mind him until his crazy takes happened.
This is
But
insane. All right.
I also believe that Joe Burrow's a better quarterback. I will say that.
Oh no, Joe. Yeah, no, I was just shooting shit there. Joe Burrow's 100% quarterback.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the thing.
Can't take it back now.
Week 1, I just want to end with this little taste. Week 1, Jake, what seed do you think you're going to end with this year?
7th?
It's a 12-team league. Jake, what seed do you think you're going to have?
I guess it'll be 4.
Okay, so Jake thinks he's going to
Lower than I thought he was going to go with. I'm going to be honest.
So week 1, the projections are in. Jake is projected to lose by almost exactly 30 points.
I am.
So we'll see.
Everyone loves an underdog, though.
Everyone loves the underdog. Honestly, I hope
It's not
you
really
beat
just
Chris.
an underdog. That's like the...
Now,
Chris-
I'm projected
Chris's
to
team
lose
is
by 30.
ridiculous,
The team
bro.
that has Jamar Chase, Justin
Chris-
Jefferson, Jameer Gibbs, Bijan.
Trey McBride.
I mean, but his quarterback sucked, though, right? Joe Burrow?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also
Chris.
Godwin, so.
Yeah, Chris has an insight. He has Waddle as well. We'll get Chris on here to talk about his team, I guess. But
I don't want him here to brag about his team. That's
this year we're gonna be breaking down
I'll
fantasy
leave.
football. We're gonna have insane takes. Honestly, I might leave too. Chris has won the league 5 of the 10 years it's existed. He's three-peated, and he just went back-to-back. So yeah, I guess he does need a little bit of love here. I'm pretty sure it was back-to-back.
I don't think it was.
So-
I think it's only been. Oh no, it's definitely been back to back.
It was back-to-back because I won 3 years ago. He won the last 2 years. So anyway,
Who's winning this year?
this is the Crodcast.
I won the first one. Got to bring that up.
You won the first year. It was a dynasty. The year's 10 years. The league is 10
New
years
sheriff
old.
in town, boys.
I'm talking about the dynasty, Alex,
So here we go. This is going to be a fun year. Go listen to the Crodcast. Follow us on socials. Do whatever. All that fun stuff. And we're going to have some fun fantasy football content, some other stuff. Jake, you raised your hand. Would you like to say something? Hunter, you raised your hand. Would you like to say something?
Why is it a left hand I'm raising?
All right. Shouts
I
out
raised
to
my
the
right
12
hand,
League.
I think.
Everybody raised their hand. Goodbye.
Get down.